Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the final day at Bendigo East Bowling Club for BV's Champs Week. Another cracking day here in Bendigo, and it should be a cracking day at bowls. My name is Josh Thornton, and I'm joined alongside with Bowls Victoria CEO Tony Sherwell. Welcome, Tony.
Morning, JT. Morning, everybody. Perfect conditions again. We've been served up. Looking forward to some good matches. Women's pairs semi-final and men's champion of champions semi-final action.
We're going to try and show a bit of everything today, Tony, which would be great.
Yeah, so we'll commence here with the men's singles semi-final. As soon as this game's finished, we'll get over to the women's pairs semi-final. Pairs is 2 and a walk, so it is quite a significantly longer game.
Yep.
So we should be able to get a decent portion of all games today.
Correct.
That's the plan, anyway.
We're a fluid organisation, Tony. We can just move with the flow.
We're like liquid gold.
Jeez, we're pumping ourselves up early.
I know. Too much craziness. Here we go, though. N1. Bradley MARRON representing Bendigo Campaspe Goldfields. He's up against Benny McARTHUR from not too far down the road of Ballarat Highlands. The other semi-final, couple of rinks over. Joe by Norris from Metro West up against Andrew Bell from Gippsland. As we watch Benny McARTHUR's opening bowl come in. Women's pairs action, Bennington and Mackenzie representing Sandbelt up against O'Regan and Smith from Eastern Ranges. Went and Fit from Northern Gateway are up against Warren and Bush from Goulburn Murray. All matches being live scored. Follow along end by end.
Brad started off exactly the way he kind of finished yesterday. Scintillating form in that quarter-final win against Brodie Harker.
He certainly did. Former member here, so he'll know these greens very well. Don't sleep on Benny McARTHUR, though. He can play.
Absolutely.
Oh,
It's probably a little stiff there.
a little feather, yeah. Would have liked to have dragged the jack back to his waiting bowl.
Speed was good for Brad there, just a fraction wide. It is a slightly narrower hand, that hand. Benny McARTHUR's close again. He's just got to slide that first one of Brad's. Unfortunately, he didn't.
Yeah. Conditions here for those at home are absolutely spot on. Just a slight little breeze. Sun is shining beautifully. Expecting good conditions for today's matches. If you can get here, you'll be well served by making the trip to Bendigo East for today. Watch some finals live in action. If you can't, we are very happy to bring them to you via BVTV.
I don't think so, is my gut feel, that last one.
Yeah.
His weight was good enough to try and get to the back and flop. Shout out to Tonks and Connor for preparing the greens all week. They've been absolutely fantastic, which we've touched on numerous times. They've done a stack of work. And they're fantastic.
Yep. I think every player has remarked on that in their runner-up and winners' speeches. Giving credit to the greenkeepers here. Terrific job. JT needs to hold this last bit and does.
What a bowl.
What a bowl, Benny McARTHUR.
I wasn't convinced he was going to get past his first, but once he did, he was always going to be very close.
Rodney Bates, our marker, centres the jack, and we're underway for N2. First to 25 in state championship singles.
Great start from Brad Marin. That hand, which has been the wider hand all week, it's already got some nice turn in it already, Tone. It'll probably only get wider as the day goes on. Morning, Richard. Yep, we're definitely at Bendigo East this morning. I've been here all week. That's where the whole entire event is. Brad's close here. A shout out to Ollie, who's sitting at home watching his dad play at the moment too, Tone.
Seen him here practicing a couple of times this week.
He's going to have dad covered in about a year or so, I reckon.
I think so.
Won't be long.
Keep up the practice, Ollie.
Rich, look, it's hard to say first thing in the morning. I'd say it's probably 15 already. It gets to around 16 during the day. It's just been running awesome.
By Norris picking up a couple on the opening end against Andrew Bell.
Brad's close. What a bowl. They started pretty well, both these two.
Yeah, I think we're in for a great match of a high standard, JT.
Lucky we got plenty of it, Blake. Stacks of it. I just put 2 boxes of my car to take the kangaroo flat this afternoon, Tony.
Might need to get them out soon.
He tried over the wriggle all the way up.
How does Brad get in there for a second one, JT?
It's going to be hard, because the thing is, there's danger if he actually lands the last yellow ball now. It actually pops his own out, so I think he will be potentially playing it on the cautious side, personally. Thanks, Gary. Thanks for coming over. We represented Wimmera in the Champions yesterday when it started.
Yep, certainly did. Over there on rink 1.
sure he played Benny McARTHUR in that first game from memory.
He did.
Yeah, that's definitely the cautious approach, that aside. So if he gets around to the yellow and flops in, he's half a sniff for another. Not sure he could have played it any better.
Yep. Pick up a single, and both players now on the board, one apiece.
What's that noise, Tone?
It's,
Is that like a bass in a car?
I think you might be right.
And we going to a rave?
Rattling the back parcel shelf as they've gone past. Here's the speed difference between singles and 2 and a walk pairs, JT. We've played a couple of ends in the singles matches.
And the roll-up.
And the roll-up. And the 2 and a walk is just finishing their roll-up, and they're not walking.
Yeah, no, we will definitely see plenty of the ladies' pair semi-final.
Morning, Stan Slewinski. Nice to see you here this week. Andrew Bell's just gone a big drive, a couple of rinks over. He's taken out his own, left a couple of Joe Boy Norris's bowls there.
Yep.
Benny McARTHUR finding it again. Make it look easy.
They've definitely started well. Blake, the Has, we actually checked that out the other day. The last one to do it was Barry Lester.
Oh, Andrew Bell's just taken his only ball on the rink out. He'll be down 3 over there. Just a reminder, all these matches being live scored.
And so the follow-up to that is that Jay's obviously a chance to repeat that. But there's 3 guys here who'll be trying awfully hard to stop him.
He's already played Bradley MARRON in the state singles. They met in the opening round. It was 25-24. Brad MARRON had a couple of chances to win it and just...
It's going quick here. Close to getting the jack in the hole. Oh, yuck.
Jack comes off a back bowl and goes forward. It's down 1. Benny McARTHUR's got 2 yards to draw a second shot.
Could it be 2 already, Tone?
I don't think so, JT. It's
The angles are just a little deceiving at this point in time.
Rodney Bates has signalled 1. So.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't say that. Should watch the marker more.
Well, there's a lot to watch here.
Well, I'll back him to draw this.
Well, the way he's been going, 2 yards will be no trouble at all.
Chump change.
And he does. He now leads 3-1.
Richard Philgodkin hasn't. Well, I can't recall the last time he was ever at Bendigo East. He's been at Eagle Hawk for a long time.
Yep.
Prior to that, he was at Bendigo Golf. Former state skipper who's now using a bowling arm and using it quite well.
Certainly is. Member of the over 60s team.
Mm-hmm.
Clinched the overall title in Perth late last year.
2 years in a row.
Yep. Our women have won 2 years in a row, back to back, and our men had a win and then a runner-up
Runners-up.
finish.
Yep.
Good enough for the overall.
Start by Brad Marron.
Joe Boynoris off to a flyer, a couple of rings over. 7-zip. Early stages against Andrew Bell. It's Metro West up against Gippsland.
Oof, stiff. Nice spot on, Richard. Bendigo Golf no longer, I reckon for nearly 10 years, it'll be getting close to it now, Tone. Was my, I reckon nearly my first year or second year as an RBM in this area. Funny enough, the manager of that club at the time, Stephen Oliver, former Carlton footballer, gun
There you
country
go.
footballer,
Yep.
Castlemaine.
Four shots on the opening end of the women's pairs match. Sandbelt versus Eastern Rangers, going the way of Sandbelt. Yeah, lovely draw bowling, Bradley Marron. Worth a couple.
Yep, back to 3-all. Cam is joining us from Saskatoon. Canada? No, yeah.
Yep. Lovely to have you watching, Cam.
Saskatoon. Morning, Westy. Hope you're well.
a reminder for those looking to play in the novice event, entries closed tonight. Novice event is open to anybody who's been bowling less than 3 years. A great carnival to be held in May this year. I think it's probably the only event we play in metropolitan Melbourne. JT.
Yeah, most have all played regionally.
Yep.
Our juniors is technically metropolitan
Sunbury,
Melbourne.
yeah, so right on the fringe, isn't it? Yeah.
We'll be heading up to Moama soon for the state pennant.
Yeah, champion of state pennant, of course, weekend and midweek. 4th and 5th for weekend. 6th and 7th for champion of state pennant for midweek. Very much looking forward to that. It's an event that everybody gets right behind. They play with their teammates all year. Desperately want to win it.
It's the one I would love to win still, Tone. Richard, yes, Tonks is still the greenkeeper he is. He's now even got an offsider. Not a little apprentice, apprentice and Connor. Connor probably bashed me pretty easily, I reckon.
Yeah, true. He's not little at all. He's young, though. We can say that.
Yeah, definitely young. Wonderful footsie, morning, Michael Rose. When the Australian indoor is happening. That's June, isn't it, Tone?
Yes, it's the first weekend in June, I think, from memory. I've got in my head 6 and 7, but I might be wrong. I'll have a little look-see and confirm.
Benny McARTHUR, great start of bowls. And he flops. Well, not quite. Leans at his own.
First and 2nd of June, my apologies. It's the...
Brad, a little fortunate there. He wasn't far away in the first instance, but...
Did apologise straight away. So, yeah, Australian indoor, the Victorian qualifying, 1st and 2nd of June. Entries for that will open probably in early May. Maybe a touch before.
The Saskatoon season hasn't started yet, Tone, according to Cam.
Well, hopefully the weather improves, Cam, and you can get out there and have some wins.
Don't mind that home there from Benny. He's got one to measure, and will make it awfully hard for Brad to get shot without some sort of jack movement going backwards. I think Brad will be looking just to get there. He only has to move it a couple, 6 to 8 inches. Doesn't want to overplay it, I don't believe. And he's awfully close. Oh, wow.
What a bowl. I don't know if it gets in for shot.
No,
It's such a good effort.
I'm not sure he could have played any better.
No.
I'm not convinced Ben will play the bowl either. It actually was probably shot for half a second when it rocked up and then it fell back down.
You going to play it? It's just a bit of drawing practice.
Find a spot and try and draw to it. Shawnee could attempt to wrestle some bears there, but let's face it. He ain't beating a bear. Jeez, this is... Wow.
It's don't think it's moved the jack, but it did give it a little rock.
I'm surprised he got that close to it.
Yeah. I wouldn't have thought there was much good that could come of it, but...
He tips it over one more time. I swear he's 2 down.
But there's probably good reason, JT, why he's out there and we're in here.
Yeah, well, fair call.
Could use Jimmy for bait.
It's a big bit of bait.
I don't know if you're a regular watcher and listener to our program, Cam, but Jimmy's one of our commentators who remarked one day that he thought he could wrestle a small bear. He's no chance.
I'd back the koala bear against him.
Correct.
Four 3 to Benny McARTHUR. Been a great match so far.
And Whitehead saying a teddy bear.
I'd still back the teddy bear.
Bit of royalty in the house.
Yeah.
Toddy Matthews and Leroy Graham just wandering in to see the action today. Of course, they won the triples yesterday with Burgerlicious, Darren Burgess.
I'm sure Berger won't be far away. Probably still wearing the medal around his neck.
It's a good chance. Not every day you win a state title.
Oh, Benny McARTHUR. What a bowl. I reckon a little bit of weight here.
Bowls scattered everywhere, jack out of bounds, and we'll rack them up again.
He's hit so well in both singles events he's been in.
There he
Tone.
has. Yep. Doesn't miss too many.
Looks like we've created a pun game going on here. Briggsy's come out with a, come on blokes, this is more than we can bear. Then Fiona has gone, very good game this.
I like lullers.
Yeah.
Jimmy would be happy with that too.
Yeah. Speaking of Jimmy, he's just drifted to the side of us here, drinking a coffee, doing nothing again.
Living the good life. Some scores from around the grounds, JT. Sandbelt over Eastern Rangers in the women's pairs semi. They're 6-0 after 2 ends. Joe By Norris is leading Andrew Bell in the other men's singles semi 8-1. And Northern Gateway women's pairs semi leading Goulburn Murray 3-zip. Only played one end over there. Great draw bowling from Ben McARTHUR.
I reckon Brad's going to go earlier this end.
Well, we gave him a rap last end for his accuracy on his drive, so that one's on us that he's missed. Apologies to Brad.
The commentator curse.
Yep.
Thing is, he's got another 3 more.
True. Pete thinks it's bearable. Does he go again, JT?
Yeah, I reckon he does.
No, just swinging weight this time. Back to the draw.
I'm actually surprised. I thought he might have won again. He doesn't need to run when he can draw like that.
This is actually really hard to go from a drive back to a draw.
Absolutely. He's done it quite well the last 2 days as well. No, Glenn Brad's using a arrow bowl. Benny, however, is using a Dreamline XG.
Using them pretty well. If he can drag the jack back here.
That's a
what
fantastic
a
bowl.
Ben McARTHUR. Was holding 1 anyway, now holds 3. Jack partially obscured from the mat end.
Can't really run at the jack. He might think about running backhand still.
It's a high standard this morning, JT.
Oh, yeah. Forehand shot. First part's good, Tane.
Just got to hold that line. Looking good.
Great bowls.
Wow.
Rod Bates has already got the great paddle. What a bowl.
Excellent from Benny McARTHUR. Brad MARRON able to match it with his own. We're back to 4-all. Not a bad standard in the women's pairs match next door too. Sandbelt were holding 3 or 4. There was one bowl that was stopping it. Courtney Bennington drove it out. Jan O'Regan just trails the jack back with her neck, so going punch for punch over there. Joe By Norris added a couple more. He now leads Andrew Bell 10-1. Briggsy, Courtney's leading for Nicole McKenzie from Dandenong Club. Up against Jan O'Regan and Vicky Smith, both from Lilydale, Eastern Ranges.
correction there from Benny McARTHUR. He had really good weight then. Just slid past Brad's bowl after making a little contact with it. Close again. Yeah, great bowling. Either going to roll his own over or slid under like he did. Shows you how much that hand is turning, Tone.
Makes it a little bit difficult for Brad MARRON.
He doesn't have to change a lot.
Can he get around that bowl?
If he plays the same bowl roughly, he's going to land it. It could even flop in. Inside edge of it's, like sort of running off and maybe getting a bit of the jack too. First reaction is he's high with the speed. I reckon Benny's a chance here. If he's not already to, try and draw to his own, flop it over. If he happens to be around it, he could lay Brad's down and make 3. That's how much that hand is turning.
Doesn't want to come up through the front one. The only danger.
Oh, it'd be only one.
Yep. One more to Benny McARTHUR. Now leads 5-4.
No one's managed to win 2 ends in a row yet, Tone. The evenness of this match so far.
Yeah, it's a good standard. Both players making very good account of themselves. Our umpires today, Bobby Carlson, Lorraine Dowson. I think they've been called yet. Both very experienced, keeping a watchful eye on proceedings.
Morning, Barbara. Hope you're well. Damn, Port Macquarie. Yes, there seem to be a lot of water around New South Wales yesterday. We had a little look at the Bowls New South Wales stream with their platinum pennant, and we also had a bit of a keen eye on the horses up at Randwick, and then they ended up getting canned with 2 races to go.
Yeah, and the footy last night.
At
Up in Brisbane.
There was a fair bit of rain there too, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Brad Marron's close. Ooh.
Just edges the jack the wrong way. Down 1.
Whereas here in Bendigo, no rain whatsoever. Beautiful. Where else would you rather be?
This is the place. Good enough for second shot.
Yeah. What? I was going to say, I was half thinking Brad might run, but... opted for the draw.
Well, when you can do that, why not?
Cam, as I said, I reckon this is roughly run around 15 and it's been getting to around 16 during the day. Benny McARTHUR only has to play a couple extra feet, get to his own, rock him over, or just slide past and roll Brad's a couple of times. Not quite.
Don't think Brad Marron's going to want to change too much.
Nah, high line's important. Doesn't want to be narrow and turned a yellow bowl over.
It's not a great deal higher. It's got a similar track.
Good effort.
Yep. Looks like that'll be one more to Bradley Marron. And again, JT, we are locked up at 5 shots apiece. Brad sporting the Bowl for Your Lives cap.
Mm-hmm.
For those who aren't aware, is a charity that supports the Black Dog Institute. They were telling me they raised about $3,500 at Melton on Friday night.
Yes, I remember Shane telling us that yesterday.
Had a chance to shave someone's head. Raised a bit of dollars for charity. Well done.
Andrew Bell had a few bowls rattling around over there then. Jack moving too. Not sure.
Decent old drive on him. Jack went over a rink or so that one's killed, and they'll start again. Gives it a fair old roost, Andrew Bell.
It does.
Formerly of Monbulk, now Sale down in Gippsland.
He was in fantastic form yesterday.
He was. Thank you for your kind words, Kevin. We are certainly very happy with how things are going, and Jimmy, Mel, JT, Sammy, and everyone who's involved with our events do a stellar job.
Close here.
Victoria won the pennant didn't they? So they'll be on their way to champion a state pennant this year.
Correct, yep. They did. Bro, just a fraction quick. Yeah, good bowling. That'll be 2.
Beautiful to watch.
Big chance here for a big multiple tone. We haven't had anything any more than 2 in this game so far, and Benny McArthur's got 2 and got a chance for 3 here with the last bowl at the end. Close. Great bowling.
Great bowling. 3 shots, Benny McARTHUR. Been pretty much all singles in this match. There hasn't been too many scores. 3 there is very handy. Now leads 8-5.
Who's taking out first, Tone?
Totally up to you, my friend. Slight break in play here. Just comfort stop for one of the players. We'll give some scores from the other matches. So women's pairs semi-finals. Northern Gateway leading Goulburn Murray 5-1 after 3 ends. And Sandbelt leading Eastern Rangers still says 6-0 after 2, but they are not far off completing their 4th end, so that board will be updated very shortly. And in the other men's Champion of Champions semi-final, J-Boy Norris leading Andrew Bell 11-1. That's Metro West leading Gippsland 11-1.
Morning, mate. Good game.
Certainly is. Jimmy Whitehead joins us in commentary. Morning to you, Jimmy.
Morning all.
The weather only gets better over the next few days. Our Para Championships start tomorrow, go through to Thursday. I think there's a 23 or 24 degrees forecast for Tuesday. It's slightly cooler, but bright sunshine throughout the state Para Championships.
Yeah, I've been blessed up here this week, to be honest. Just talking to a couple of the locals then too, the boys who won yesterday, Tony Matthews and Lee Graham. And they were very happy with that win, but also with how the weather's gone. And sitting in the sun, enjoying watching this one and supporting Brad Barr and the region compatriot.
Yeah, it must be a good feeling to wake up as a state champion.
They said that a barbecue at Burgers last night. Sure, it was a quiet night.
Yeah, it would have just been 1 or 2 lemonades and then off to bed early, I'd imagine.
A few snags. Benny McARTHUR showed some real good consistency early. First bowl pressure. Pretty good this end, and we'll try and double it up.
Yeah, it's been a good standard match, Jimmy. Both players played some fantastic shots.
Yeah, I saw Brad driving a little bit earlier. Oh, two bowls chasing each other. Yeah, good stuff again from Benny. The pressure on Brad out, holding a couple. Both players played in a couple of events this week. Benny McARTHUR in the triples, saw him on the live stream. Probably didn't have the greatest day out then, but he's turning it around in this. He's made the semis and going pretty well. That's Brad MARRON. Draws the shot. Just doing some work then, Tone. We have the Vic Shield, which is the best performing region across state championships. So there's 2 regions left in the fight. Sandbelt and Metro West. So pretty much if Sandbelt win their semi-final next door in the women's pairs, they'll take it out. But if they lose and J-Boy Norris goes on to win the men's champion of champions, then Metro West will take out the title. So
Bit to play for then.
it's providing Sammy Rogers has done his maths right.
Never in doubt, Sammy Rogers. So Sandbelt got away to a great start. They were 6-zip after the first 2 ends in the women's pairs semi-final. Eastern Rangers have had all the running since then though, back to 5-6. So Sandbelt just in front.
Just to set it. He does. Makes a couple. So it does well to peg that 3 that Benny McARTHUR picked up last end back. Back to 8-7. Good shot from Brad MARRON. J-Boy Norris 11-1 up. Well,
2 scores to go on there. Andrew Bell picked up a couple, so 11-3. Yeah, best wishes to Pete for a speedy recovery.
Asking this to rip his bent. It does just that. Good start. Pretty even support crew for both players there. Benny's obviously brought a few over from Ballarat with him. Brad from Kangaroo Flat Club, the other side of Bendigo. Gonna draw the shot there, I think. his business now. The jumper's off. The players warm up. It's a stunning day. Cold in the shade.
Yep.
Beautiful in the sun.
I was actually surprised they left their jumpers on for so long.
Sometimes you're playing good and you're just feeling comfortable. You don't want to change anything up. Doesn't want to tip this bowler, Ben McCarthy's. And he's about an inch short of it. Yeah, a bit disappointed with that. Waste of a real good line. A couple of feet away. I've been all over it. Missing with that one, wide and heavy. Mentioned his tattoo yet? Or?
No.
Wants it clean. Oh, runs it in the back of Brad's. I think Ben's holding shot there. Confirmed by the marker. 9-7. And most noticeably on this scorecard, Tone, no one's backed an end up yet. Sporadically winning ends. Seems like whoever's had the last bowl has won the end. Long way to go in the race to 25. See the turn on that last bowl. Almost went sideways at the end. Green's starting to sort of turn on a bit now as it's warmed up. Morning dew sort of going.
Boy Norris is warming up as well. Picks up a 3. Now leading 14-3 over Andrew Bell.
Journey here should do. reckon that'll grab shot for Brad. Confirmed by Rod, it does. Ben needs to drop a couple of feet or collect the jack with the same sort of speed he's had with his last two.
Morning, Brendan.
Can this hurry? Can this hurry? Tried. Be interesting to see what Ben does if Brad doesn't add another here or get a third or fourth shot. Guess we'll never know.
Pretty handy.
We will never know. Great shot from Brad MARRON. Wonder if that changes him under the forehand now. Trying to make some form of connection. Problem is he doesn't have the furthest back. He's going to come and have a look, work out what he wants to do. He needs to find a way of just cracking an egg on that last ball of Brad MARRON's. Just take the jack back a foot or so.
He can't come through with too much pace, can he?
It's such a tough shot. I guess he's 2 down, so if he does sort of overplay it, he's only going to get 1 down at the back, depending on how far Brad's ball comes through with it. So I think he'll sort of arrive in on the forehand is what I imagine, but he also might be able to see it on a backhand shot, depending if he thinks he can get around his own. Does go that forehand. Tricky way he's got to play this with. Here he goes. Gonna start turning pretty soon. It's tough weight, such a tough shot.
Does he add another one here, Jimmy? Give us a prediction.
Yep. Comfortably. Take the lead. If he does.
It's a bit quick.
Yeah, it is a bit quick actually. Only a smidge quick. Quick nonetheless. Back to even. 9 apiece. Played 12 ends in this race to 25. And across them 12 ends, they've both won 6 ends each. And none of them have won 2 ends in a row. Crazy start. Perfect symmetry.
Everything's in balance. The universe is equal. Not a bad jack roll too. Just needs to be moved a whisker.
Great start.
It's almost coming in at right angles from there.
Yeah, it's been the wider hand all week. No different today. Pretty much 0 breeze here. Actually 0 breeze. Nothing's moving. No trees are moving. The flag's not moving.
I'm not moving. I'm staying here watching this whole match.
What a reply from Ben McARTHUR. Ridiculous start to this end from both players. A bit of noise from outside the club there. Some houses across the street, someone shutting a big bin or something. Just got Brad jumping up at his delivery. Good home. Ben's going to get shot. He's going to have to come in on the forehand and dislodge the jack. That's probably where it's going to go towards. Yeah, I'd be disappointed with that. Just a bit of a nothing bowl, really. There's not much more Brad Barry can do. He doesn't want to open this up for Ben McARTHUR. He's probably just playing defensive bowls. We could have someone win 2 ends in a row out.
Is that going to throw the universe out of balance?
Oh, I won't just quit. I'm done.
We shouldn't have to put up with this.
It's very hard to see Ben getting shot here. But he's in the vicinity. He's got to get the jack and go with it and stay right with it. Always close tone. He's very close. What a shot that is. That is superb stuff.
Millimetre perfect.
It's the only way he could have got shot there. Superb stuff from Ben.
Got some
Makes
applause.
a couple as well. And he just keeps everything right with the universe. No one wins 2 ends in a row.
Thank goodness. You don't have to quit.
11-9. That's a ridiculous bowl.
Yeah, drew some applause from Brad Marron too. He realised just how good that bowl was.
Maybe I had too little faith. I just couldn't see that happening, and knew it had to be inch perfect. That's exactly what he did. Great stuff from Ben. Sign of a very good player is someone who has exquisite weight control, and that's exactly what that shot was. Not often you see the battle of green and white either, is it, in commentary? And Webb Connor's shirt and the kangaroo flat. And these two players represent. It's also a battle between bucket hat and cap. I think only certain people can rock bucket hats. He's rocking it pretty well, Ben.
Man, the rocks and NMP logo as a tattoo. Can do just about anything.
Yeah, see if you can spot on Ben's left, outside of his left leg, just above his ankle. He has the Bowls Australia logo that you have on your socks and your shirts and stuff tattooed on his leg. See if you can spot it.
Should be more of it, I say. We should brand everyone.
Great stuff. Great reply. The Brads should grab a shot with that. Ben. He's not the only one either. Someone else has got it. I can't think who though. But imagine going into the terrorist and going, yeah, this is all I want. You're like, what? Stuff from Brad Marron. Might force a change of hand for Ben. Does. Does he have the journey on this? No, but a pretty good guard for his next.
Mm.
Just has to feel it out the hand a little bit more now. Brad will want to try and cover this danger. He's going to need to draw into them 2 yellows at the back. A little bit of danger here for him if he doesn't get that cover bowl, Brad.
Needs to spin. Lovely bowl.
Adds another, but there is danger. Benny McARTHUR can get that jack back.
As you say, Jimmy doesn't have to change too much. Probably 3 foot away.
This one's coming down. J. Bo Norris in the other semi-final. Leads 15-3, and I reckon it might be another 2 for 17-3. Ben's just pushed that one out a bit now.
Brad Marron changing hands now. Trying to add a third. That height is not going to make too much change, but he'll pick up 2 nonetheless. We are back to level.
This game's incredible. I've never seen a game start off where one player is won consistently one way,
Yep.
and one player is consistently won the other way. It's not even anything different.
Welcome back, JT.
Yeah.
Jimmy's just had to step out for a second.
I was floating around.
Just had nothing on, so you thought you'd pop in and
Oh, I
some
think,
pearls
I
of
think the
wisdom.
people at home are missing me. You know, who'd want to listen to Jim for that long? So
Actually, nobody said that in the comments. But you're right. The people are missing you.
now I can't remember which one was my water bottle.
It's not that one.
No,
I know that.
I think it's that one.
Yeah, nice opening bowl from Bradley Marron.
I'm going to go out on an outrageous prediction here. Whoever wins the first time the way they haven't won yet will win the game.
There you go.
So,
Well, Bradley Marron was very close to having consecutive ends.
last time this way.
Yep.
I did hear Ben played an amazing shot.
Absolute humdinger.
Very good, mate. One more. Brilliant. Come on, that's all.
Musical chairs in the commentary box as Jimmy comes back.
No. Come back our minds up.
That's such a good game to want to be involved with.
Yeah, it's an incredible standard. Obviously incredibly tight as well. 11 all, both on the 7 ends.
Series again, mate. Journey. Take in. Yeah, great, mate. Beautiful.
Hoping, but he's just a bit quick on that one. He's Ben.
I made a prediction while you're out.
Mm-hmm.
I said whoever of these two bowlers wins the end they haven't won on yet will go on to win the game.
Brad Holding currently in the direction he hasn't won an end yet. It's just mad. Like we've got to 14 ends.
14
and,
ends, yeah.
And no one's held or won 2 ends in a row. Brad looks over and says, until now.
Oh, you don't want to get ahead of himself. Don't want to jinx himself.
He ended up applauding last time down here that Ben played such a good shot.
If he doesn't get second shot here, I wouldn't be surprised if Ben looks for his bowl on the back end.
Speed looks okay.
He's going to turn Ben's over or go around it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Limps in for second. Does he? Marcus pensive. If that's even a word.
It is a word. Is it the right word though?
Pretty sure. Pass me my phone next to you. Googling it. Oh, he has made second shot.
Staying on the forehand.
Yep. Pensive, great word. Great use of the word as well. Well, a great man.
Can the trend continue?
There's Ben gone. Quick again. Right. Well, just going to swoop through.
That's broken that little run.
Brad MARRON. First time this game, I win an end going towards the clubhouse.
You know what will happen. Make us look royally stupid.
Ben will win this one.
Yeah. And it'd just be, what's the point?
Couple to Brad. 13-11 he leads now. Jay by Norris 17-5 up over Andrew Bell. The two women's pairs semis. The Sandbelt pairing lead the Eastern Range pairing 10-5 after 6. And Northern Gateway lead Golden Murray 5-3 through 5.
I had a game with Julie Fit this year. Do you know that? When I played for, well, not specifically in the rink, but in the same side. When I had the promotional permit game for Brunswick. She was great, a couple of rinks away.
Yeah, she goes good. See her at state champs pretty much every year in something.
As long as she doesn't listen to JR too much out of Brunswick.
Old Raker.
Raker, over in Guernsey right now.
Didn't start yesterday, did
No,
it?
it starts
Monday?
tonight,
Tonight.
I think.
Cool.
I saw a couple posts this morning. I think both, Sam and Razor start off in the mixed pairs, then both their singles games are being live streamed, but it's like at 1:15 in the morning, and I ain't getting up to watch that.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping soundly by then.
Great effort, mate, again. Really good.
What was it?
Bit of confusion over the scoreboard on the far side, but Northern Gateway in that women's pairs lead 8-3 now. Through 6 ends, 15 ends in the pairs games. Thankfully, otherwise we'd be here till tomorrow.
Just a fraction quick there from Benny McARTHUR.
Come in there, Brad.
Talking to Todd Matthews and Lee Graham from the successful men's triples ring, and they said that when the jack's back in this direction, in this particular spot, it's very difficult because the green's almost harder down there.
Well, that's the one time where you see the forehand swoop late this way. Up when that's up further up the green, I'd argue the forehand's a little sticky.
He says you sort of think you're good and then you just carry on rolling. Pretty much exactly like that one from Ben then. He's still one down. I'm sure 6 feet out he thought he was going to hold shot.
I thought he was going to hit shot.
Just sort of runs on.
Well done.
Stay there. Or you can't the other way. Change the light, yep.
He's got the next couple.
Yeah, he could look at it. I think he's down at the back. If he doesn't quite get it right, you go a couple down at the back where he's only one down now.
What would you do?
He's corrected reasonably well. Skinny latte for me. Morning, short man. Hope you're well, buddy. God's country up there in Swan Hill. Well, he's got speed to get there. It's whether he gets past this one or not.
Just picks the gap between Jack and Bowl. Brad will collect one for 14-11 now. Wins 3 ends in a row. You have a roll at Kangaroo Flat today?
Don't know. I was thinking about just going in fresh. Can't play any worse.
Come on, Nick. Up, up, up. Big roll. Started Brad. Yeah, good job,
Another
mate.
cracking
Good
start
job.
from Brad. Has Benny been running at these, or it's more Brad that's running at the early ones?
Yeah. I haven't seen a run for a while, though. I did step out for a couple ends, but there was a few early, and then I haven't seen one since.
No, there wasn't while you were out when I was with Tone.
Yeah, mate, couple extra feet.
And he misses, but it's a pretty good home for Ben McARTHUR. It's beyond the jack, right on the line.
Down hard, mate.
Another good one out.
Good.
Just to get as far as he can. To change Benny's hand. And his shot, I think.
Andrew, I reckon, dropped to 4 over there. Jimmy, 3 at least, but close to 4 against J. By Norris. A couple drives he missed. You hear it go whooshka and hit the back of the ditch.
Another miss from Ben, but again, remains on the green. So he's creating options at the back, so I assume Brad will go for some cover. Back there. wants to miss.
No, I think the trial's good.
Shot from Brad. Just got the right angle of that jack.
I think if he got it fatter, it was going to be fine from where he finished. He was going to actually hide it probably better. Now it still gives Ben a chance
Yeah.
here where it's sitting.
Is it better here?
Yep.
Wants to start dropping. Got to keep dropping here, JT.
It's just that non-movement late on that hand, which happens every now and then with a little bit of weight.
There's a rueful stare at the end, Ben.
Yeah, it's good by Brad Marin.
Sensible. Big bowl here.
Yeah, it'll be the first time there's a significant margin in the match if he loses this end.
Yeah.
Better line, he's just got to hang up now.
Got to hold. Holds. Cracking effort.
It's a good bowl.
Just stuns the jack to Brad's.
Might be only one though. He might have eliminated two.
Hard to see for us. You can sort of see the same angle you can see on the screen. It's obviously close for the second.
Could be a measure.
How close behind Joe's is the jack?
10 inches.
10 inches.
Yep. Just under a foot.
Oh, no,
I know you would.
Poor old Rod's got to get in a mark. What's wrong with one of the players?
Measure.
2 down.
Yeah.
You are 3 down.
3 down.
Well, J. Norris is holding game on the other rink. Still a couple of balls to come for Andrew Bell, one for Jay. He's holding 3. He's 22-5 up.
Good to see Andrew got a bit of a smile on his face still. If I was 22-5 down, not sure I'd be smiling.
Just the one I think this is to Brad. Best off that measure.
What it is. Well, he's won 2 ends in a row that way now. Really broken the shackles in that space.
Well, Andrew Bell has probably grabbed shot with his last bowl there. Possibly second shot, at worst. So, Jay's going to have to play a bowl if he wants to check out this end. That removes that one from the head.
Looks like it's Jack Eye, or at least behind, which he could play that shot. When I stepped out of the commentary, I was walking down to the clubhouse and I was happened to walk past Brad talking to Wayne Walsh, who I'm actually staying with him the next couple of nights for the Paras, and Brad said to Wayne, if I can just get my first bowl right, I reckon I'm right. And I think that's significantly changed in the last few ends. His first bowl's been much better.
Yeah, we talk about that first bowl pressure in singles.
We probably sound like broken records over the years in terms of commentating singles matches, but the first bowl's huge when it comes to singles. Well, Jay Boy's nearly drawn it there. He touched it too.
Reply from Ben. Morning, Cody. Brad goes this. Just getting it sideways out of the...
So what we're going to do is when this men's singles semi finishes in the championships, we're going to move the cameras over a rink to the concluding stages of the ladies' pair semi-final next door. We'll see the end of that. We'll head to have some lunch.
And then we'll do the exact same thing this afternoon.
Yep.
We'll start with the men's Champs final and then move across to the women's pairs final. On the theory that a singles game's far quicker than a 15-end 2 and more.
Has been nearly in every instance the last 2 days, so
we should get to see
a bit of everything.
That's the plan. I think we're smart.
Someone will make us look stupid at some stage today, you watch.
Track was all time.
Yeah, Brad is not missing at the moment. Hit his drive, follows up with another good draw bowl.
I'd argue in the last week, because he's obviously played 2 different singles events, I haven't seen much better than the drive back to draw component than what Brad Merrin's been in either
Here
event.
we go. Can Benny grab this? Oh, it's a fine piece of it. Carries on turning away, and he'll still be down after that shot.
J-Boy got at least 1 there, Jimmy. Maybe 2. No, definitely not 3 though, because they're playing another end.
I think he went even further than he wanted. Would have thought as well. Sorry there, Ben. He's still 2 down. Rod reckons the marker.
That far off the tee.
I think it's all right. I liked it.
Yeah, he wasn't a fan.
He said it's a bit how you're going.
He's got to keep his weight. Try and land that last ball. Ben McARTHUR of Brad Marron's. Could be 3 down here. Big bowl. On its way. Needs to start ripping JT. Oh, get it behind. Can he fall in? No. Cracking effort. He's definitely not 3 down anymore, and he might even have a shot. I think Brad likes his own, judging on the fact he's gone to get the mat. He's won to Brad. 16-11. I was telling Tone about the race for the Vic medal. Not the Vic medal, the Vic Shield.
Yeah.
There's 2 regions still left in the hunt. Sandbelt and Metro West.
Yeah, right.
If Sandbelt win the women's pair, win their semi-final in the women's pairs, they'll be uncatchable.
Okay.
But if they lose and J-Boy manages to win the champion of champions, Metro West will jump Sandbelt.
Right.
Providing Sammy Rogers' maths is right.
We better go and double check it, I'd say.
Still holding?
How's the point system work, Jimmy?
I think it's 1 point for losing in the last 16, 2 for losing in the quarterfinals. I want to say 5 for the semis. Or maybe it's 3 for the semis, 5 for runner-up, and 10 for the winner. Something like that. It's on the spreadsheet.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm matching these, mate. Good. Got up to next.
Which one there?
Just the one down, yes.
Pick a side of this bowl, Ben. It's just getting a little frustrating for him, innit?
Which is the shot, please, Rod?
Still got one, mate.
Thank you. And how far short of Jack High is that, please? About 16 inches. Far, mate.
Come on, Nick. Hold your head. Wait.
Benny going quick. Well, he got a lot out, including his own. He's left 2 of Brad's bowls on the green. One's reasonably close to the jack. The other one's scooted sideways and forward. And other than that, all the rest of the bowls are on the bank now. Big hit. Morning, Simon. That decision's usually made by Bobby, so don't know who'll be in the live stream afterwards.
Be a straight fight between Darryl Riley and Rod Bates, I reckon.
Yeah, good. Good. Don't hate where it is.
They'll probably rock, paper, scissors for it. It seems the fairest way. Talk about it getting frustrating for Ben McARTHUR. After that drive, he's cleared everything up and he's 3 down. Oh, shot that is from Brad MARRON as well.
You know what he said then? I heard him. I thought, I'm not going to throw him under the bus here if it makes him look silly. But he turned around and Tony goes, front hopper. Before he bowled it.
He's got the strut on then, is what you're
Well,
saying.
when you're feeling it, aren't you? Have you ever felt like that?
Nah, mate. No, actually, it's a lie. I probably had 6 ends in the grand final this year where I felt like that. I felt like every ball that came out, man, I knew exactly what it was going to do, and it was doing what I wanted it to do. 6 ends in my life.
It's
a good feeling, though.
Yeah, it's an amazing feeling.
And you know you've let it go and you've drawn it where you want to draw it.
I think you walk a bit taller too, with a bit more of the chest out as well.
He's trying to get second shot here, Ben. It's a clap from Brad.
It's one.
He has grabbed second shot. That is a very good ball from Ben, actually.
Awfully good ball.
17-1. So Brad's won the last 5 ends in a row, a couple of 2s and 3 singles.
6 ends in a row.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, the mouse. So 6 ends in a row, a couple of 2s and 4 singles.
It's probably the only thing that's keeping Ben in the game is there's been no huge numbers. If it had blown out with a couple of 3s or a 4 there somewhere, he might be in a ball to hurt. J-By is now 24-6 up against Andrew Bell from Gippsland.
Going for the double is J-By, the men's singles and the men's champion of champions.
Yep, the last one to do it, Barry Lester.
2019 we worked out, was he? Is that right?
It's 2018, 2019. I don't remember the top of my head. Just know he was the last.
We couldn't find a female who'd done it,
No,
which is crazy.
you would think over the years.
There's a lot that's won both, but never in the same year.
Yeah, and like a year away from each other.
Which was messing with our head a little bit.
No,
mate. Ben's gone the toilet. Hence the little break. Try and commentate through a couple of the other games. So J-By on 24. Hunting Jack here, JT. Clips a bowl out. And he's still 2 down. So life in that one yet for Andrew Bell. From the Sale Bowls Club in Gippsland. Next door, the women's pairs. Sam Belt lead Eastern Ranges 11-7 after 8 ends. And in the other semi-final, Northern Gateway lead Golden Murray 9-3 after 7. 15 ends in them pairs games. Good camera work from Josh here. You can see the other games across the rinks. Benny McArthur's back and ready to go.
Yeah, mate, last ball shot. Come on here.
Be good.
Come on, Nix. All right. Brilliant. Very good. Sit down. Could be the similar ball to yours.
Next time, Kaz. Gonna go and reintroduce myself to my family today at some stage.
I still got another 4 days before I get to do that.
Well, at least you haven't got a birthday to go to tomorrow that you
but
were
you-
wildly unprepared for until
but you-
5 minutes of magic yesterday.
Yeah.
Secured me some good presents, gift wrapped by some lovely lady in a shop in Bendigo. Now all of a sudden I look good again. an identical bowl for Ben. Still one to Brad.
Andrew Bell hangs on again for another round. He got one then.
24-7, that one, no.
Better bowl from Brad.
Forehand there.
Last ball.
I think so, because if you happen to turn the jack, it's probably trailing to yourself. Remember though, this is the hand that swoops late when the jack is on the tee. It's off the hook how much it swoops late.
Swoops like a hook.
You know, I'm just very clever with my words.
You didn't get pensive in.
Yeah, but I got precipice yesterday.
Oh my, that's an easy one though.
No, it's not.
Precipice. What a shot. What a shot. There's that late hook. Great ball from Ben. It's probably what he's been missing the last few ends, just that absolute bomb of a ball. He's found it there. It gives Brad MARRON some work to do now. Look at that late hook on that replay.
Mm-hmm. I reckon Brad's going to play backhand, look to turn his over or just underneath it. Oh, actually, no, I'll take it back. I think he's going quicker.
Here we go. Chalk that one up as a rare miss. So you can actually not be scared of this.
He should be able to play with confidence where he tips his ball over once, maybe twice. He'll bring his back two yellow ones into it. He could play tight to Brad's and screw off it and come back straight to it.
Yeah, there's not a heap of danger.
Nah. The only way you would, if he overplayed it and clipped the inside edge of his and then his ball peeled out to the right and then the ball he played went off to the left, but
Yeah,
he'd be awfully stiff.
You'd have to be playing it fairly.
Got to be playing probably a
too
yard of
quick,
weight.
yeah.
Benny's playing with Dreamline XG, James.
Well, doesn't. We didn't have the pace either for that late turn. One to Ben. So we'll arrest that run of 6 ends in a row that Brad's picked up. Wins his first one in this direction as well, just to boot. (17-12), and he's completely still in this game. 5 is not a massive margin.
Nope, not at all. It's interesting to the end that he breaks the run is the end he hadn't won an end on, you know.
Drew an absolute bomb. Now he's going to have to create that first bowl pressure. Brad was doing so well. Straight away goes right back with the mat.
We haven't seen a ditch length end, I don't think, Jimmy.
Yeah, no, you pick it. Yep. Put the one in.
I think Joe Biden Norris has won this match over here.
Yeah, he has. J-Boy Norris will be one half of our men's champion of champion final. Defeats Andrew Bell 25-7.
Put another meter on.
And he's one game away from potentially completing the double.
Yep.
If anything happens, he's on this way.
Start from Brad.
Come on, mate. Down you get. Up, up, up.
Hey, Courtney next door commentating on Nicole's bowl. It's pretty much, she could be commentating on Ben's bowl as well. Up, up, up was a good shout for that.
It's interesting what the sound effect camera picks up at times too.
It's not a camera that's picking
Oh
up, is
yeah,
it?
microphone. I know what. Nah, I blame you for that. Yeah,
You butchered it.
you give me too many drinks last night.
No comment.
Bowley from Benny McARTHUR.
Yes.
Oh, is he? Did it that way.
I reckon he's just stayed with that.
Do you
Just.
reckon? Yep.
He's holding one. He's bent.
No, he doesn't like it quick out of the hand, I reckon.
He's going to have to tread a careful line now, Ben, doesn't he? He doesn't want to bring Brad's in here.
It was actually not that quick. It was just wide more than anything. I think that's
Quite
wide.
sensibly goes the backhand, in my opinion.
Hi, mate. You just want to give me a foot on this side and I'll draw across. You want to give me a foot? Yeah, I'll just
He's pretty good with them, is.
The only thing that I was worried that if you moved it far enough, will Brad attack that one yellow bowl Ben's?
Okay.
What's it bringing in?
I mean,
Because his last bowl ended up swooping quite a long way and getting to Jack High. I think he's got at least 2 seconds.
you can get both of them front yellows out as well. Or the front and the shot ball.
I think he could. I don't think he'd be going for that, but
I reckon he might be.
Right here.
he's looking for the shot bowl. Close.
Yeah, very close. He's already said got it. Never looked like missing, to be fair. Great hit from Brad. He's firing himself up. Get out of there. Is what he said. 3.
3.
Huge bowl for Brad MARRON. Takes him to 20. Ben McARTHUR on 12. Blows this game open now. He's within touching distance.
Well, it's the first time we've scored more than 2 in the match.
No. First time Brad scored more than 2.
Sorry, yeah, good call. I'm on fire at the moment.
Sloppy this morning.
Ah,
Sloppy JT.
I've had enough of you.
Great ball. Good effort, no matter what. Good. Another second. Same again. You can actually afford to put a little bit more on it this time, mate. Got 2 seconds. You come onto your own. It's going to spit out to us out here. Just all good.
You read out what Shorty said there?
Shorty. Look out. Look out.
Mate, go up. 21.
Well, that's been the real story of the week, innit? Forget Jay Barnaris going for multiple men's singles titles. Me clean sweeping you. It's Ben. It's a good one in here. Brad's going it. Gets off his own. Doesn't change the shot. Ben's still holding one. Possible opportunity of making a little number for himself here. Try and claw this 8-shot deficit back.
I don't think he goes again, does he?
Tackle, mate.
I think he is.
Come on, Nick. Oh,
Not.
good area.
Just think it's too risky. You have
Yeah.
it. Just pull your hand a little bit and you take your own hand. You're giving an
Soft
easy
four.
4 away. He can get it at really close one and make it hard, if not get shot.
I mean, if he drove and missed anyway, then there's a like Ben could have just played that bowl out as well.
Yeah.
Made a number, soft number for no reason.
Where is he? Is he hiding when he's sending those messages?
Are they yours in front there? Yep.
If he carries on that, he asked a favour of me this morning, and I will broadcast that favour that he asked off me. If he carries on, old Todd Matthews. I was talking to him about going to Broadbeach. He said, if I send you a template that just says, like, no wives or anything allowed, will you send me? I said, yeah, sure, mate. One to Ben.
Maybe I should have thought of that last year. No wives and kids.
Yep,
Because that's what I end up doing.
they're all banned.
I'm happy with one. Yep. Yep. Take it. Yep.
At least last year with my trip, the boys were in one room and then Kel and the kids in the other room. So I just went over to the other apartment all the time to hang with the boys.
Smart. Smart.
2013.
We sort of said yesterday we haven't seen a massive comeback yet. I mean, J-Boy against Brad was
That's-
probably the best one we've seen.
I said it was really good, but it was 18-24. We've never seen nothing from 10 behind yet. Bucky did a little late couple charges in the singles, didn't he? But nothing
Yeah, he
that
did.
was on the stream or anything like that either.
He was down first game against Stan Slawinski. I remember that one. B Green. It's a live score and that he came back. He came back against...
The next guy too. Having a mental blank.
Yeah, I've lost it.
Good reply from Brad McARTHUR.
Sensational reply.
Sorry, mate. Hi, Dano.
Got to be close, JT.
Awfully close. All on his speed now.
It's just giving up on him. 4 bowls heavy out, and he'd have had a corker.
Ben's first bowl in relation to Jack Eye, please, mate.
Got it, mate. Charles,
About 3/4 of a bowl in front of Jack High.
And my bowl, please.
Your bowl is 1 bowl in front of Jack High.
very good.
So,
Good, clear questions. Good, clear responses.
Bowl in front.
well, that's about 90 bowls in front of Jack Eye.
Well done. They're in. Still there, Kate.
I don't think it's as bad as he thought it was, but it's still short.
Putter. Which one is actually shot, right?
Yeah, good.
The same bowl, Jan. So that one's shot. One down. Alright. Yeah, he's doing it.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. That was last year.
That's right. I
Bloody
remember
hell.
that now.
It was hitting off the corrugated roof and everything. It was,
There was a couple Kevy drives last year too that were going 100 miles an hour.
it was everyone. It was
Yeah.
Kevy, Ali Forsyth, Matty O. There was loads doing it. It's funny because you can see it like under the cameras. You can see all
Correct.
the bits that are still chipped off.
Yeah.
And I reckon when we played pairs the other day, coming in the other direction, Sam chipped
Sammy
some
Chip, yeah, he definitely did.
with Kelly McCarran's boss.
He was worried about damaging Kelly's bowls.
Very similar, something the same.
Chance here for Benny.
Well, that part's okay.
Oh, it's going now.
Yeah, I just went early. And just for good measure, he'll lump one of Brad's forward. Does.
Oh.
I'll go now third, please.
Ooh. Big chance here, as you said. Brad's last bowler got rolled up. He's now third. He'll be looking to sit that close to Jack high bowl of Ben on the right hand side for 3 if he can land it.
Is he going to give enough?
Don't. Oh. Yes, it's coming.
Doesn't want to get the. Great shot from Brad MARRON. He's really turning the screw here, JT. He's not missing the conversion shots at all. So he's made 3 and he'll move to within touching distance of playing J-By Norris for this year's men's champion of champion singles. From sort of end 14 onwards, when he went on that run of 6 ends in a row, he just isn't missed. Draw or conversion.
Nah, very solid, very consistent. And Ben hasn't done a lot wrong. It's just that probably Brad went to another gear. Played the bowls when he needed to.
As a reminder, when this finishes, we'll move the cameras across to the next door, the women's pairs game. So currently 12-8 the way of Sandbelt over Eastern Ranges after 10 ends. So it looks like we'll catch the last 4 ends of that.
Never know.
If we finish on this end.
Hey, Ben McARTHUR might score 12 straight shots or something here, Jimmy.
He's good enough, that's for sure. He's just got to find some consistency with it. It's probably been the difference. And good shot, Shane. You can tell he's confident because he knows what his bowl's doing when it comes out his hand pretty much straight away. It's a sign of someone in good form and good touch. He played quite a few years here at Bendigo East as well. He knows all the little idiosyncrasies in the rinks, and he's managing to put it all together. And as we say that, he drops on 8 feet short.
Yeah, good. Down there, Jen.
Draw it close on you now.
Ben will be frustrated with that. They're the type of opportunities he's got to take to fight his way back into this.
Close that hole. Little touch is good.
He's just got to hang on because his weight's good.
Does grab shot there, Brad.
Similar? Yeah, up a bit. Okay, same. Just really drawing back to your purple.
Benny's speed's not bad too. He's just got to hang on as well.
Yeah.
This is better line though.
Great stuff from Ben. Good correction after that one before. Grabs the shot.
1 second or 2, please.
The measure for the third shot.
And the gap, Jack in the bowl, please.
Shot bowl to the jack is about 6 inches.
Winding up.
No, I think he's just trying to draw. You happen to touch the jack, you can make 2, whether he turns it around the corner and trials it straight. He hasn't played the grass line all the way here though.
Yeah, a few uncharacteristic loose bowls there from Brad. Especially given the form in the last sort of hour of this game.
Good bowling.
Amazing home regardless, mate. Brilliant.
Needs it to fall, and it does. In for 2. Good stuff from Ben.
23-15.
feet, mate. Only work one more. End up blue. No, all good. All good, mate. Yeah, either beat in there or you take it.
Cracking start. Interesting if he drives this, JT. He does. Got it. Oh. A wry smile from Brad. It's crazy how you can hit someone at that speed and that's what happens. Like,
He only just got it though.
oh,
Like it was. I thought he was missing the whole way, to be honest. Just held on long enough to thin it.
does he go again? He's thinking about it.
Yep. Close.
No hole.
Wow. Down on his haunches. What a sport.
It's a big decision time here because Benny's obviously going to draw a third one here.
Mm.
What's it going to do? Because the last thing you'd want to do, even with the lead he has, is just drop us what we would call a soft fall.
Mate, if it's 23-19, the game's right back on.
Yeah, I know. I think he's drawing this one, Jimmy. Too early, and then he gets back to the draw. He's done that a couple times now throughout this match.
He's normally come back pretty well off the drives.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely cut one out.
I'll pose you a question here,
Yeah.
JT, as he draws third shot. We saw his singles game
Mhm.
against Jabon Norris the other
Mhm.
day, and the second last end, there was some discussion around where Jay had a jack-eye bowl. Should have he driven that, and he never.
Yep.
He's said to us
He should have.
He should have.
Yep.
Do you think that being jack-eye then, and knowing what he did the other day, forced him to drive twice there?
No, I don't think that, because he's consistently played with aggression early if his opponents have got one jack-eye near it sort of thing. Gives more thinking he should have run with his last one, I think, in that particular game.
Mm.
Benny Cavanagh.
Yeah, because if he did try and go the jack, he can win the game.
He still could potentially.
Yeah, depending on where the jack went.
He's only going to play if he plays a yard away, which is where he's putting his foot right now. That'll bring his back bowl in and win the game. It's not a dangerous weight either. It's not a weight that you're going to lose your own bowl.
Mm.
Something similar. You weren't far away. That's beautiful. Come around there, Dad.
This could be it, JT. This could be the moment that Brad wins this game, if he gets it right. But he's currently a couple down.
He's close.
Brad
It's awfully
MARRON.
close.
Brad
awfully close.
MARRON. Oh, gets a piece of the jack. I only think it makes one though. So sort of second prize for him, but he'll move on to 24. And he's got one hand in the final. He's trying to drag himself with the other in there. Requires one shot. Good shot.
Very good shot.
That end had it all. Drives,
Super trails,
Yeah.
draw shots.
Thin edges of drives, getting gaps in drives, yeah, everything. Lawn bowls in and end, literally. Just missed the jack coming forward.
When you're 24,
First bowl.
yeah, if you just nail that first one, you feel so good.
It's pretty close to doing that. Bendigo driving back. I thought for a moment he was going to have a run at that. Oh, good reply here and get down. What a shot from Ben McARTHUR.
Ball behind. Yeah, ball behind. Your ball front, please. Mine wasn't awful. Take that one. You got it.
Oh, I've tightened that one for it.
All good, mate.
Bowl again.
Mm-hmm. On the couple now, Ben.
Mm-hmm. Probably just looking to fix his weight up. His line's terrific. Try and split the difference between his two bowls.
Got to be good
Yeah,
areas.
he's got an awfully bit chance to tear out the
to get
jack.
something. Oh, it's the edge of the jack.
Did he do enough? I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Still
Guts is that it was.
Yeah, Ben's still holding two. Couldn't have gone much closer.
If he can draw a front hopper here, it'd be amazing for Benny. Probably doesn't want to leave it jack high, sit next to the jack, because I guarantee you Brad would run to that straight away.
Urging this to hurry, JT.
Do you think he goes jack anyway? Because he could, if he happens to be, if it was me, forehand, look to run the jack in the pit. If you're fraction wide, you get your own over chance. If you're extra fraction wide again, you might get the yellows.
I see it.
It's either that or you're dead drawing on the backhand and using that last bowler, Benny McARTHUR, as a bit of a guide.
He's lining up forehand. And he's going to play that shot. Buy the raffle ticket for Bear Jack to win the game. Wow. Oi.
All right. It's a free hit for Benny for 3.
And again, mate, little side be great.
Big moment, because when you've got no margin for error, like Ben's got now, he has to take the available shots when they present themselves. Has he added?
It's good.
Yep. I agree. Good stuff from Ben. Adds a third, moves to 18, and we are still game on here. Good fight shown from Ben. Got to show a bit more as well. Got to keep it up, sustain it.
He's sitting you better. What's that? He's sitting you better.
Yeah, it only needs to be rolled over twice.
I'm just thinking. Like, we're trying to play a perfect roll. Yep. Yeah, you go a lot lower, okay? Keep moving. You got it. Something to sit now. No gap. That's the draw.
Handy start.
So is this one
Mm.
better?
Finishes in a good spot as well. Right, no work to do for Ben.
Don't worry about drawing, just try we got all the bands you can get to it over here.
Here it comes.
Just fast a little bit.
Nice and gentle, mate. Nice and gentle.
Another good bowl by Brad. Chances still though, if Benny can play the same weight and turn that jacker in the corner.
Puts in a very good home. He'll have 2 cracks at it while the spread changes somewhat.
Come on, Jules. Tuck it in. Yes.
I'm convinced he's there, Jimmy.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, that'll be disappointing for him. Come and have a look. So Brad will add another in there.
And it actually puts it in a really tricky spot for Ben. Probably takes away that perfect trial now. And he's probably going to play quicker. And hope get something right.
Yeah, he's going to have to get out of this, Ben. He's going to have a lot go right for him.
And even his one that he dropped short, which obviously he didn't want to do, is now partially in his way too if he wants to play real big weight.
Kids. Solid! What a shot, mate.
All right, this could be it.
It's got to be arriving. It's a long way high. It's got to be a big pull from there, Jimmy. All right, Brad MARRON
Yeah, good.
through to the final of the men's champion singles.
They'll play Jay by Norris after a lunch break. Terrific semi-final, this one. Both players very competitive. Played some cracking bowls. Hats off to Ben McARTHUR. He's had a good run out, but it'll be Brad MARRON who goes through to the final, and we'll get a rematch from the men's singles last 16, which was one of the best games of the week, no doubt about it. Jay had took that one down 25-24, but we're going to get a replay in the men's champion finals. We're going to move the cameras across, catch the end of this women's pairs game now. So just bear with us for a minute or two while we do that. The stream will carry on. And we'll move the cameras over.
back, everybody. We've quickly adjusted those cameras, shifted across. We're here for the final conclusion. One of the ladies' pairs semi-final. We have Jan O'Regan and Vicky Smith from Eastern Ranges. 10 shots. Like Courtney Bennington and Nicole McKenzie were 16. We played 12 ends, so there's 3 ends to go in this match. Tone, you've back joined me.
Yes, thank you, JT. Looking forward to the closing stages of this. It was neck and neck. It was 10-12. And the sandbelt pairing of McKenzie and Bennington just picked up a 4 on the last end. So, purple coloured bowls, Jan O'Regan's.
Yes.
The greenish coloured bowls, Courtney Bennington.
I'd call them aqua.
Aqua, thank you. The blue is Nicole McKenzie. This is Vicky Smith on the mat with a kind of a white.
Speckly bowl. And the other ladies' pair semi-final still going as well. They've played 11 ends. And Northern Gateway, which is Nicole Went and Julie Fitt, 12, playing Bree Warren and Kate Bush, 5 after 11 ends.
The Goulburn Murray pairings found it difficult to score. They had 3 singles early. And then I found it tough going, but certainly not a high-scoring affair with 17 shots and 11 ends over there.
Down to the bowl, mate.
Nicole McKenzie, what a great correction.
Yeah, she's playing well.
She was the one who turned the jack last end for 4.
Vicky Smith had a chance to draw it back, but just hung a touch wide. The jack was close to the peg, and she stayed the wrong side of the boundary peg. Let's see, Josh, if we can just change this camera angle slightly behind the head, just widen it a little bit if that's all right, please, mate. A couple of bowls just out of shot at the bottom. Beautiful, thank you.
Jimmy informed me before, we have the region side's medal to be awarded the best region from the completion of the state championships, and he said that if Sandbelt win this game, they will lock that title up. They lose it, and J. By Norris wins the men's champions, Metro West will win it. They're the only two regions that can win it, the overall.
So at this stage, Sandbelt has one hand on the shield. Still a few ends to go here. 2 and a walk pairs. 15 ends.
Jan and Vicky are from Lilydale Club in Eastern Ranges, whereas Courtney and Nicole are a composite team. Courtney from Clayton and Nicole from Dandenong Club.
And Nick McKenzie is the bowls manager there at Dandenong. Does a fantastic job.
Yep, drop a metre. This one's Jack High. Other foot will get you second shot.
Similar to the pattern this morning, JT, since end 6 in this particular game, no one's been able to put together consecutive ends.
And 7 ends of 5 in favour of the team leading from Sandbelt.
Yep. 2 4s making the difference. Opening end, open with a 4, and then the very last end we've had, at 12th end, they picked up another 4.
Cole McKenzie's not far away again, Tone.
Down, down, down.
Speed was pretty good. action wide.
I don't think it really changes. Something here would be nice. At my foot. We're holding. Yeah, mate. Yeah, that's really good.
Vicky just looking to get to her own and rock it over, just slides past. I do favour from this angle the Nicole McKenzie bowl, but no one's really indicated yet. She plays a very similar way to bowl Nicole, just beat her own on the inside. She'll go awfully close to adding another. Just going to get there. First part of Vicky's bowl's not far away. She's just got to get down to her own, which she's coming down. Don't. Just get a little touch. So close.
Just slides on past.
It's 1 to Courtney and Nicole. Score is now 17-10. We've played 13. The Eastern Ranges pairing tone can't afford to lose 2 this end, or else the game will complete and end early. Even dropping 1 would make it extremely difficult.
Yeah, chasing a little number's okay, but chasing an 8.
I'd say they need 3 or 4 this end to give them a really good chance of potentially winning the game or tidying it up and forcing the extra end.
Oh, good starter from Jen O'Regan. Nice little touch on the jack and stayed right there. Just a touch narrow with their first couple, Courtney Bennington. Must be some sort of attraction out there.
We have commented all week, Tone, that the longer the day goes, the wider that hand gets in particular, particularly that way towards the clubhouse.
They're not out of play, those bowls, particularly the one at the back for Courtney Bennington. Kyle McKenzie trying to trail this jack straight back to it.
I reckon the first ball's probably just trying to get one close.
Yep.
And then maybe look to trail. She's tied as well.
Couple more. Yeah, good area, Pat.
Vicky just going a bit there, Tone. She'd like to stay on though. She has. There was another 2 scored for the Northern Gateway side last end, Tone. They now lead 13-5 over Goulburn Murray after 12 ends.
Yeah, that one's getting close to.
Nicole's a lot
Mathematically
closer here,
impossible.
Tone.
Oh, just held slightly.
Thought she had it about 2 yards out.
Stayed up as well. You'd know Kate Bush relatively well from your days back in Goulburn Murray.
I even spent a year at Shep Park when I first went over there. So yeah, no, she was. I wouldn't say she was just starting then, but she was starting to establish herself back then. Brie actually wasn't playing any pennant when I first went over there. Her brother was, and she's obviously kept on playing and figuring more prominently over in the Goulburn Murray.
Strong region to get through to finals. Lovely bowl, Courtney Bennington. Second shot.
It's making it hard for the Eastern Rangers team to get a substantial number here at the moment.
Kate Bush always used an arm.
No, when I was over there, she definitely wasn't. So it's recent, I would have thought. I was saying to Jimmy before, Tone, I actually indirectly had a game with Julie Fitt this season, and I played for Brunswick under promotional permit. She was on one of the rinks beside me.
She is a very good player, Julie Fitt.
Absolutely. She played quite well that day too.
A bit more pace here from Courtney Bennington.
I hope ball hangs on the edge down there.
There's quite a lineup of bowls very deep on this rink.
Naomi, yeah, the score is currently 13-5 in favour of Northern Gateway over Goulburn Murray after 12 ends.
Looks like Nicole Wentz holding shot. Vicky Smith and Jan O'Regan will know each other very well. Often playing the same rink in Pennant.
Well, Nicole could actually ice the game here if she really wants to. They're 1 down, so that's not bad shooting, but if they could sit that bowl out, they would actually hold 2 or 3. Depends on how confident they are. I don't see a lot of danger in playing the shot.
It's not a bad line to come in from, JT.
Awfully close, Tone. Oh. I think now it probably kind of locks the shot bowl in a fair bit.
Yep.
But
Two
has
very
made
good
it
second
hard
shots.
for Jan and Vicky to make a real big multiple here.
If you're the Sandbelt pairing, you're okay.
Dropping
Dropping
one. I think 5 up playing the last end you'd be more than comfortable with.
6 up. If they drop
6 up, sorry, my apologies. I looked at the actual scoreboard, but not our scoreboard.
my feet over.
Vicky, awfully close. Oh.
Need another one in here, mate. Ideally splitting these two. If it spits through now, it's actually probably not too bad. Unlikely. Yeah, very good wherever you finish, mate. Brilliant. Breaks them up.
Well, this one's going to be tough, JT, to make a big number.
Yeah, I don't see a lot going for him at the moment.
No, not going to play it. Couldn't see too much change happening there. Courtney Bennington tried to egg her into playing it. They'll take the one. Now chasing a 6 or better, leading into the last end.
Not going to lie, Tone, I actually don't get that.
Does make this hard. I think game was sort of on the line. 17-11, 14 ends gone. Jack's been splashed out on the Northern Gateway v Goulburn Murray rink. Looks to me like Goulburn Murray might be holding certainly one, could be 3. Tough to tell from this angle. Kate Bush still with 1 bowl to come over there, so we'll keep you posted on what happens.
Isn't the blue bowl Julie Fitz? Yeah.
Oh, yep, spot on.
Scary, what are you talking about, Tone?
Yeah, no, completely the wrong bowl, wrong player. Just checking if you were awake, JT.
Just, I'm ready for lunch though.
Is it lunchtime already? It's not even midday, JT.
No, I'm hungry.
So 14-5, the lead to Northern Gateway over there. They played 13 ends.
So, Goulburn Murray need to score this end to force the last end over there.
Yep.
Very similar scenarios here, not a lot of difference.
Yeah, they're going to need a reasonable score.
Hang around. Yeah, settle. Sorry, mate.
Life is good. So Courtney Bennington just sailed with her first. Jan O'Regan's got 2 of the best backs. So if Courts can correct with this one, we're looking to put some pressure back on the Eastern Rangers pairing.
Well, it's probably the best one. A sneaky chance for the Eastern Ranger pair, bearing that Jan's bowls are both behind the head, so a little jack movement, you just never know. It's a big ask.
Well, they need a big score, JT, so a bit of jack movement, and they're still on. Vicky Smith on the mat now.
again, roundabouts if you go on half a sniff.
It's building the game
Yeah.
plan.
That's a good call, Josh. Just bring that camera back. Good stuff.
Beautiful. They are Sandbelt pairing desperately in need of getting something back.
Nicole could play a very good bowl and split the difference. Get behind and count. It's not a bad aim, that one.
Yep, well played. I mean, the game for them is not to drop a 6. It's not so much about getting shot now.
No.
Percentages matter not.
Three foot off, mate. You'll be the toucher. Good. Big holding.
I actually think I'd be playing the forehand and trying to split the 3 up on the other side. That takes all the danger away early. Roger, we're probably going to start, I don't know, somewhere between 12:30 and 1 o'clock, I would have thought, the men's
Up, up, up.
Yeah,
champ final.
Great ball, mate. David, keep it up.
Joe By Norris and Brad Marron have probably been off the green now for, well, Jay probably a good half an hour and Brad 20 minutes.
I think a bit longer, but
Yeah,
yeah.
could even be. So they'll be almost ready to go. Obviously, they're playing on rink 5 because Brad Marriage just played on 6. Joe By Norris was on 4, so that match will be on rink 5. So they've obviously got to wait till this game finishes, which won't be far away, and then make sure they're all fed and watered.
Jean can't be short. She's got to play the way where if she misses, she finishes kind of in that pack to give her a half a chance still. Which she's done.
Well, I think the Eastern Rangers pairing are doing everything they can so far.
The other thing you could do, this is something I would do.
I know what you're going to say.
I just launch one and rip 2 of those black bowls out of the Eastern Rangers and then they can't win.
Yep. There's some gaps there, but there is a bit of a wall building, so...
Stay there, Nick. Don't sit the ball.
So Courtney Bennington looking to sit among this collection of Eastern Rangers bowls. She's going to find some of her own front traffic. It's probably good enough for shot, JT.
Yeah, I don't think that's the point.
No.
Jean's got to play similar way to bowl and try and just die under Nicole's bowl. Get that jack moving 4 feet. So down the line around the corner a fraction. They'd have a fair few.
Yeah, not wrong. Nicole McKenzie's just got 1 in that group of 5.
She's wide.
Probably not quite having the trip.
Not as wide as I thought.
No, it probably does.
Still chances.
Game on.
Wow. Jack to there. Oh. Josh goes back to the behind the head angle for me. Jack, probably 1 yard to there. You come with it at 6.
Forehand, mate. That's all right.
Yep.
Comes into this pocket, it's really nice. Yeah, good result.
Said I'd probably be hunted and trying to rip a couple out. think she is, Tone.
You make a very good coach one day, JT. How's she going? She's careered into one of her
Still a sneaky
first
chance.
couple of bowls. It's still on.
Again, looking at the head. Said, for looking at the behind the head now, Vicky Smith's got to draw underneath Nicole McKenzie's blue bowl, get the jack down the line of yard, and they would have 5, maybe 6. 5 to there between the pack.
If it goes with for
Yep.
6.
Yep.
I wonder if Nicole McKenzie's going to have the same sort of shot as Courtney Bennington just attempted.
The weight is critical. Can't lose it, but can't be short either. Oh, it's quick. That's probably ruined everything, Tone, unfortunately, for the
think it
Eastern
might
Rangers
have.
team.
It's
They have
putting one of
plunked
their own in the
Nicole's
ditch.
bowl into the pack as well.
Yep. It's a hard plan now.
I think the only option now is a dead end to prolong the game.
Kate Bush just asking, can we go to 18 ends?
That score should be 14-8 now, I reckon. So very similar scoreline. 6 to the difference playing the last end.
All right, what's Nicole McKenzie done?
She's actually played a pretty good way to bowl, Tone.
Doesn't want to get the gap. Oh, there's not much of a gap there, but she did manage to find it. Still not totally convinced.
There's nowhere they're getting 6. They have to kill it.
Vicky electing for the draw, not the kill.
They will shake hands very shortly, Tone.
Yeah, I think Courtney's looking for the handshake and she gets it from and a nice warm embrace. Game played in good spirits. That'll be a win to Courtney Bennington and Nicole McKenzie from the Sandbelt region. They are through to the final. Their opponents will be known in about another 10 or so minutes' time. JT, that concludes our coverage of the Men's Champion of Champions singles semi-final between Benny McARTHUR and Brad Marron. Brad Marron is through to the final. And the women's pairs semi-final, as I say, Courtney Bennington and Nicole McKenzie finding their way into a final and a shot at a state title. We'll be back with the next match shortly.